What's the one technical piece of advice for sprint freestyle? If you want to go as fast as you possibly can, if you could give one piece of technical advice that trumped everything else, what would you pick, you think?
It's good. I would work on the body line. Getting the body as high, sit as high in the water as possible. Lumbar spine, if I'm going to get brutally one thing, lumbar spine up. Yeah. In fact, if it's just one small bit of advice, because if you're under the water, you can't go forward. You almost want this sensation of swimming downhill. You said it earlier, when you sit high, you can get that great reach. So I'm just going to go with body position, lumbar spine, push it up.
I like it. And look, there's no wrong answer here. I agree with you. One of the things I would say for me, probably the most important thing that I had to get under control and get a clear understanding for all my athletes in order to swim fast was head position, you know, and it goes along with body position for sure, right? But the head is so crucial, right? The movement of the head, you move the head side to side, the body goes side to side. You move the head up and down, the body goes up and down. So I would see a lot of sprinters trying to be powerful, and as they would grab, they'd bob their head up and down, and then their body would bob up and down. Or they would try and grab and they would swing and the head would go side to side, and then the hips are flying side to side. So to me, the control of the head is such an important thing. And then even the positioning of the head, like you can have the head too high and the hips are going to drop. Obviously you do want to swim downhill, but sometimes to get that effect, these athletes will bury their head and then all of a sudden they're pushing water again. So for me, the head position is crucial. And this is where I see you do a fantastic job with Ben and Sarah and anyone in your program. Their head position is just rock solid, mate. I mean, you use a lot of snorkel, which I think has been incredible for sprint freestyle in the past 15 years, like the advent of bringing that into programs on a consistent basis, and even the improvement in snorkels. But that was always a key factor for me. I'd get a young freshman in and they were strong and powerful, but they just didn't have control of their body and they didn't have control of their head. And then once you kind of put those pieces together, then they start to understand control of the extremities as well, you know?
Yeah, and it's interesting about the burying. And the burying, I see it a lot, burying the head, and it mainly happens on breakout. And the problem is, if you're going to put that head down on your breakout, and it happens to all the best swimmers. It's not unique to up and coming guys. It's something you've got to keep under control, because as soon as that head's been buried, it has a spillover effect on the rest of the 50 or the rest of the stroke. It's amazing that he gave one bit of advice, and now I'm thinking, oh, maybe the head is right.
Yeah, no. Listen, there's so many things,
and of course they're all connected.